Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Laurel and I love to create, and I really want to take some time today and show you guys how to make this beautiful Christmas gnome with a top hat. He's so elegant, he will fit into any decor. I just love him and I want to show you guys how you can make your very own. So let's get started right now. Our basic items we're going to start with, we need 2 ice cream cups, 1 to-go cup, 2 M&M containers, a sock, and some sand. We're just going to pop open our mini M&M containers here. They are all empty. We're going to fill those up with sand all the way to the top. Close it up tight. And we're just going to seal that off with some hot glue around the edge there. Same thing with our other one. And then we're going to plot out where we want those on the bottom of our to-go cup. This one is a little bigger than the ice cream cups. And then just cut out 2 circles for where we're going to be putting our legs. And then we're going to put some glue right on the inside around those circles that we cut out. And we're going to pop our M&M containers in there so the lids are on the inside so they catch right on that lip there. And then we're going to add some more hot glue around there. Next we're going to take 2 of these containers that I got just from Dollarama. We're going to take 1 styrofoam ball, 1.5 inches, cut it in half, and then we're going to glue everything to some cardstock, just putting our container down, then our styrofoam ball right in front of our container. And then once that's cooled, we're going to trim around both those things there, making kind of a figure 8 shape at the bottom. We'll trim both those booties, and you can see it fits perfect. Next we're just going to take 1 white sock here and cut it right across at the heel. I'm going to put a few pebbles right in the bottom of it and then fill the rest with polyfill. Top it off with an elastic. Little hot glue in the middle to hold that just in case your elastic gives out. Add some hot glue to the bottom and all around the cup. And we're going to place our sock right inside there, pressing firmly. Next we're going to take a piece of fabric. It is about 6.5 by 11 inches. And we're going to just hot glue that and roll up our guy all in that, so it covers the cup and the sock. Just enough that it slightly overlaps at the bottom so we can tuck that all in and around at the bottom there. Next for our pants, we are cutting a piece of fabric 11 inches wide. And we're just going to hot glue the sides down, just hemming both sides, both the long sides down. This will be the top and the bottom of his pants. And then we're going to figure out how wide or long we need it. For this one it is 13 inches long. And then we're just going to fold it in half and glue it together about 1/3 of the way down, not all the way. And then just cut a seam on the other side directly across. We're just making some pant legs here, and then we're going to hot glue those together, still good side to good side. And then fold those right side out again. Slip them right onto our guy. They are a little big. I wanted them to be kind of baggy on him so we can kind of bunch them up. And then we're just going to glue that down all around him. Next we're going to cover our booties. So for these I'm just using this really fluffy white fabric here. It is a minky fabric, and we're just going to make that just wide enough that we have a little bit of a lip on top. But we're going to hot glue that and wrap it all the way around the bottom of our booty there. And then a strip right at the back to attach it. And just trim off the excess. Hot gluing on the top of the styrofoam ball and on the cup to attach it, and just pinch it together in the front. I do have another video, a more detailed video on just how to make booties. I will leave that in the description for you. I'm gonna go through it pretty fast on this one. Just rolling it up in the hot glue all the way around, and then again just pinch it on the front, tucking it into the booty at the top when you're done. We're gonna make sure they fit now. All looks good. For his coat, we're going to measure that out, and this one is going to be 11 by 16. We're going to just cut that out there, and we're going to hem down the top and the bottom once again, just with a strip of hot glue, and fold it down. For the sides, I'm going to add this burlap with lace, just hemming down the side with the ends there with some hot glue as well. Just gluing down the sides first, and then we're going to add our strip of burlap here. Hot gluing down the side, and add our strip of burlap, hemming up our ends so it looks nice. Then some hot glue. And we're going to measure out now how long we think our arm should be. I'm using some hair foam rollers for this, and I'm just going to remove the plastic piece at the end, remove the wire, and then cut our foam rollers at 6 inches long. And then we're going to straighten out those wires, adding them back in, leaving a little bit at the one end to add a hand, and a lot at the other end to poke into our gnome here. Just add a little hot glue to keep your wire in place. And now for our sleeve, we're going to use our same white fabric, and it is 6 inches wide, just like our arm. And we're just going to hot glue it and roll it up. For the trim, I'm using that same really fluffy white, and we're going to just wrap that around the end there, hemming up our edges with some hot glue. Then wrap it around the end of the arm. Same thing with our other arm. Adding our trim at the bottom. For our beard, I'm using a 5 by 5 piece of faux fur, and I'm just going to find the middle and then just round out my bottom edges, so it's kind of a rounded V. You'll see there. And then we'll just make a space for a nose. I'm using a polymer clay nose that I made previously, so I'm just going to add a little E6000 to the middle and a little hot glue around the outside, pressing down firmly. And then we're just going to attach that right to the front of our gnome body here, fluffing out his mustache and beard. And now for the hands, these are polymer clay hands that I made previously as well. I'll leave a link for you guys for that as well in the description. And we're just going to add these with some hot glue right onto that wire we left poking out. I'm going to poke that right into my hands here with a little hot glue to help hold it. And now we're just attaching our coat by putting a little hot glue on the ends and then just gathering it all the way around, kind of angling it right at the end there, you can see, leaving the collar folded over. And to attach the arms, I'm going to poke those right into the coat first of all, and then right into his body. So we're going to attach in between the coat and the body, and then again on the outside in between the arms and the coat. All with hot glue, and then just press firmly. We are going to start on his top hat now. For this, we are using 2 ice cream cups that we are going to attach together with some hot glue at the bottoms, and then a strip of tape around just to help hold it together. And then we're going to add a plastic lid that they come with just to the top. Next, we are going to cover this. We have got a strip of fabric here that we are going to just roll up with some hot glue and then tack down on the inside, just the ends of it, with some hot glue as well. Next, I cut out this cardboard circle. It is 5.5 inches across, and I'm just going to cut this fabric loosely around it so we have enough to hot glue and just tack down all the way around. just folding it over and gluing it down. And next, another circle I cut out the same size. This is a 5.5-inch circle as well that we just tack down the edges all the way around. This is just fabric that we are now adding to the top. Now I'm just kind of curling up the cardboard in my hands there so that we've got some curled up edges. Next, I just took a lid and traced it so we can get the same size circle and just tack down our edges once again. Just a nice thin edge all the way around with hot glue. And yes, I'd probably burn myself several times doing that. And then we're just going to attach that right to the top of our hat. Next, we're going to attach that right to the bottom by just adding hot glue right to the bottom of our cups there. To decorate it, I'm using this jute rope that I'm going to unravel. It takes some time, but I like the looks of it unraveled better. And we're just going to wrap that all the way around our hat and attach with hot glue at the top and the bottom. Add a little extra around the bottom there to make a bow. And I'm just going to tie it in a knot and then unravel the ends again and then trim them. Now for the bottom, I'm going to have to cut a hole to put our cup in, so I'm just going to cut some little triangle shapes here. Going with my scissors a little bit, just all the way around, just so I can kind of tack that all in inside our cup there. And then I'm going to decorate some more, so I'm going to add some Christmas garland here. We've got some, this was all a long piece of garland that I actually took pieces off. So we've got some berries and some tree pieces. Just hot glue that all right on the front of the hat with some little mini pine cones. I decided to add a few little extra berries right on the top of his hat as well. Put 3 berries up there just with some hot glue. Now I'm going to glue that right onto the top of our gnome. And next I have this little lantern I got at Dollarama. And I'm just going to shorten up the string there for him by tacking it down with some hot glue. Just doubling it up so that he can hold that right in his hand. There he is, our Christmas gnome is all done. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and I'd love to hear from you guys. What is your favorite Christmas craft to do? Let me know that in the comments as well. I love to hear from you guys, and I love having you here watching. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you all so much. So until next time, love to all.